New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Grand Slam in the Tokyo Dome just took place this morning. We had a lot of championship matches, a lot of fallout, a lot of implications of special things happening going forward in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So without any further ado, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, if this is your first time listening to us, we are the almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Price up subscriptions, free $99. It don't cost you a damn thing to hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit that notification bell as well. So, first match it was pretty much a pre-show New Japan Rambo for the provisional, I'm just call it New Japan Rumble, fuck that. New Japan Rumble for the provisional KOPW trophy of 2021 right here. This is honestly one of the worst matches this is one of the worst matches of the year in New Japan, and a worst match of the year contender right here. It went on for absolutely forever. No one worked especially hard in this because it's a pre-show battle royal. You don't expect them to. Most of the veterans got in and got out quickly. The sparse crowd was a little dead for it, so that is what it is. For the final elimination in this match, Yujiro hit Yano with the pimp cane. Owens threw powder in his eyes, rolled him up for a close 2 count. Owens hit Yano with a jewel heist for a near fall. Then he hit a package pile driver for the win around 35 minutes and 36 seconds. And these are the order of entrance into this match. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the order of entrance, and I'm going to give you the order of elimination. So, number 1, Chase Owens. 2, Great-O-Khan. 3, Tamaki Homa. 4, Togi Makabe. 5, Doki. 6, Tiger Mask. 7, Yoshinobu Kanemaru. 8, Minoru Suzuki. 9, Sho. 10, Yo. 11, Yuji Nagata. 12, Satoshi Kojima. 13, Hiroshi Tenzan. 14, Bushi. 15, Master Wato. 16, Dick Togo replacing Evil. 17, Tomohiro Ishii. 18, Yujiro Takahashi. 19, Yoshihashi. 20, Hiroki Goto. 21, Kenta. And 22, the reigning provisional KOPW champ will be Toru Yano. So, order of elimination and method of elimination, we have Makabe getting thrown over the top rope. Tamaki Homa actually got handcuffed, and that was one of the stipulations in this match. They had various handcuffs strewed about ringside. If you were actually able to get handcuffed, then you were eliminated. Suzuki-Gun, he went over the top rope. Kanemaru got through over the top rope, same with Sho and Yo, Tenzan and Kojima. Bushi, Tiger Mask, they both got handcuffed. Master Wato gets pinned as long as they both got pinned. Doki and Master Wato get pinned at the same time by the Great-O-Khan. That was interesting. Ishii, Dick Toga, and Goto all go over the top rope. Yuji Nagata and Okan getting handcuffs, along with Kenta. Yoshihashi getting handcuffs as well. Both of these guys are handcuffed in the ring, so it made for an interesting aesthetic. Then we get Yujiro getting thrown over the top rope and Yano getting pinned right here. So, once the official show opened, we get Hiromu Takahashi opening the show with a promo. He will challenge the winner of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title match that's going to take place later in the show. So then we got the first match of the show for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Taiji Ishimori and El Phantasmo taking on and defeating Rocky Romero and Rizuki Taguchi. Around 20 minutes and 56 seconds to retain the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. This was a solid opener, man. They gave these guys plenty of time right here, and they got the victory. I thought the ending was a nice touch with the CR2, where there was a spot in the match, El Phantasmo does a springboard moonsault to the outside. He hurts his ankle, and there's a point to where Taguchi has him in the ankle lock, and he's not even really bothering with the ankle lock. He's just bothering taking his boot off, and he finally is able to snatch his boot off. He sees what's in El Phantasmo's boot. As he's going to explain to the referee what's in his boot, he gets pretty much shut out by Taiji Ishimori. Taiji Ishimori intercepts the boot. He gets low blow, Canadian Revolution number 2, and we're off to the races with the victory for El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori. I thought the ending was a beautiful sequence right here, and it keeps that mystique with the loaded boot, or is it loaded with El Phantasmo? It keeps that up, so I'm all for it, man. And somebody who has history with El Phantasmo, not a stranger to that man, it's actually the second match of the show. We have for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match, the challenger Robbie Eagles taking on and actually defeating the champion El Desperado in about 19 minutes, 56 seconds right here via the Ron Miller special. I was ultimately surprised because going into this match, I thought this was going to be like a formulative defense, if you will. I thought the Desperado was going to get the defense. I thought we were just getting Robbie Eagles to be back on New Japan, fans' eyes. But no, this was another good match. The story of this match ultimately was both of these guys went after each other's leg. The crowd got really into it. They really bought the upset possibility this match went on. And shit, I started to as well. And then once Desperado tapped out to the Ron Miller special, a little under 20 minutes, yeah, it definitely solidified it right here, man. This was a decent match. This is more than a decent match. It's a really, really good match right here. So to kind of close this out, Eagles hit a turbo backpack for a 2 count. Eagles went up for a hit at top rope 450 onto the leg of El Desperado. He went back to the Ron Miller special, and then after a long struggle, Desperado had to top out for the upset. Post-match, Robbie Eagles had a stare down with Hiromu Takahashi after this match. So it's going to be an interesting matchup between Hiromu Takahashi and Robbie Eagles, man. I got to go back and check their matchup history, but it's a fresh matchup, man. It's for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. You gotta love that. You got to love that. So next we have a special singles match on the show. We have Kazuchika Okada taking on and defeating Jeff Cobb about 19 minutes and 23 seconds. This is really another great match, man. I really can't wait to see these guys run this match here on the G1. Hopefully these guys will match in the same brackets. Towards the end, they traded Rainmaker attempts. Okada actually ducked Cobb's Rainmaker attempt and sat down to a cradle for a flash pin. Thought it was a nice touch. It keeps Cobb that pretty much quote unquote monster right now in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Him getting pinned by Okada right here, he got pinned, but was it like a fluky pin because he had to get him in the cradle? He didn't put him away at the money clip. He didn't put him away at the Rainmaker. So that is what it was, man. Okada got the victory, but it wasn't like he was dominant at all. This was actually a pretty evenly contested match. So Okada gets the win over Jeff Cobb, and you can almost think that he can stay claimed to being the number one contender for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship title match. Is going to be later in the show, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr., otherwise known as the Dangerous Tekkers, defeated Tetsuya Naito and Sonata to win back the titles around 37 minutes and 58 seconds. This was really a war of attrition. It was a very long, but it's a very good match. These four gentlemen have such amazing chemistry right here. This is actually the longest IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team title match ever in Tokyo Dome history, topping out at almost 38 minutes right here, man. These guys, they just know how to go with each other, and they just do it, man. I just love this matchup. I don't know how I'm going to be feeling about the changing of titles back and forth right here, because if you ask me, the greatest IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team title champions are Tetsuya Naito and Sonata. Of course, I'm kidding right there, but I don't know if they're going to continue to trading these titles back and forth. But another thing to look at is the New Japan Strong Tournament. The Good Brothers, or whoever, I'm assuming the Good Brothers win this tournament. They're probably going to warrant a tag team title shot for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team title belt. So it's going to be really interesting and see how they play things out right there, man. So the ending sequence, pretty much, Naito hit Valentia, Sabre actually escaped a Destino attempt, caught Naito in a Euro clutch and escaped with the win right here. So it kept Naito strong. He just pretty much got this out-teched real quick by Zack Sabre Jr. I thought that was fine. It wasn't like a dominant victory by these guys. So post-match, you get Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi coming to the ring after to stake their claim as the next challengers for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Naito and Sonata didn't really take too kindly in that. They're arguing with Yoshihashi and Goto, and they're pretty much pushing them out the ring. I think this is all going to be sorted out in the next leg of the Summer Struggle Tour, so we're going to see how they're going to go with this, but I want my boys Naito and Sonata to get their rematch for the tag team titles. Goto and Yoshihashi, y'all are 6-man champs. Take a back seat. Worry about defending y'all titles y'all got right now. So, in the main event, if you guys didn't know, for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, Shingo Takagi took on and defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi around 37 minutes, 26 seconds, to retain this championship. These guys are in the running for Wrestlers of the Year, regardless of the promotion. These guys have put on classic matches in 2021 and classic matches with each other here in 2021. This was an extremely epic match right here between these two gentlemen, man. One of my highlight spots, Shingo hitting the GTR off the guardrail. I thought that was sweet. Towards the end, we get Shingo cutting Tana off the rope as he went for a high fly flow. Shingo hit 4 headbutts. Tanahashi was able to fire back with forearm strikes. Shingo hit a headbutt as both these guys were on the top rope here. Shingo hit a stay dream off the second rope for a 2 count. That was gnarly. They traded slaps to the face. Shingo's able to hit a lariat. Shingo didn't hit the last of the dragon. He pinned Tanahashi to win an epic encounter right here. So post-match, Shingo cut a promo and put Tanahashi over. He said Tanahashi's the ace. He's great. And now they're even. They're 1-1. So there's going to be a rubber match someday. Shingo also said Ibushi fought to be here but couldn't quite make it. But he'll be waiting for him when the title match. He'll be waiting for him with the title match when he returns with the title on his shoulder. He said despite all the challenges of limited attendance and the state of emergency, everyone showed up and watched in person or in TV or watched pro wrestling in general. He has gratitude to the people for that. He said he continues to lead the world of wrestling and the world of sports like the dragon that he is. Shingo's pyro was cut short and the lights went out as Evil and Dick Togo video played on the screen. Evil said he's next for the title. Evil then appeared in the ring and laid Shingo out with everything as Evil. Evil and Dick Togo stood over Shingo as Evil posed with the title right here. So it looks like we're off to the races with Evil being the next challenger for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Man, this is a damn good show, dude. Go out of your way to check this out. Don't just listen to this review. Definitely watch the show from beginning to end. Even though the New Japan Rumble might not be one of the best matches, it was definitely a fun match. And then this show was amazing. I love this show right here. Wrestle Grand Slam in Tokyo Dome, in my opinion, was a success. Win, loss, or tie was definitely a fucking win, as the man Dave Coco would say. So, yeah, we are the almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, we are up out of here. I think there are more New Japan action coming up in a week with the Summer Struggle Tour. I got to see what is going to make New Japan World tape, because whenever they make tape, we going to make tape on this bitch. So, holla at y'all later. You know what it is, man. It's your boy, Blunt Cianito, a.k.a. the Pro Wrestling Fly God. And you know the Pro Wrestling Fly God, goddammit, do not like ugly. So, holla at y'all later. And this show is definitely far from ugly. This show is actually pretty beautiful, if you ask me. So, you guys take it easy. Adios. Tranquilo.